How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to the Lando Project. On today's episode, we talk all things CinemaCon, Guardians of the Galaxy trailers, Transformers, The Flash, and all that and more on this episode of the Lando Project. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on this fine last Sunday of April. Last Sunday in April, as we bring you all the fantastic movie and TV news. Welcome back. And as always, I am joined with the big dog. Look at him smiling. Look at him grinning.
Well, I mean, you know what that means, right?
What's up, man?
You know what that means? That what it's going to be the next Sunday that we do a show.
It's about to be.
It's gonna be, man.
BC, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Grind calls. We are back. So happy over this.
I've always wanted to remember to do that. That's the first time I've had the opportunity to remember to do the "It's Gonna Be Me" joke.
I'm gonna let you have this. You seem so giddy. That's how we start our Sunday mornings, everybody. That's how we do it.
It makes me happy.
Dude, how you been?
I'm good, man. It has been a stressful couple of weeks, but I got my car back finally.
Oh, dude.
Good.
Yes. You got the car.
Oh, my God.
You
So did I tell you what had happened? So I got it back, and then I was driving home from work one night, and all of a sudden the ABS light came on.
Yeah.
And then all my gauges just shut off. I didn't know how fast I was going. I didn't know how much gas was in the car. Nothing. I was free. I was like, son of it. So another half week that I had to send it back. Oh, but I think I have it now. Everything seems good. I have a good car. I'm moving. I'm good.
Yeah. You're ready to go. Ready to ride.
So, how are you, brother? What's going on? How's your week been?
I'm good, baby. I'm good. We just had that's just a lot of good movie news, man. I'm just excited.
We had CinemaCon. That looked dope as shit. I'm so out FOMO, bro.
CinemaCon, I think, is the one I want to go to. If there's one I think I would enjoy the most, I think that would be the one. Even over San Diego. I think that CinemaCon I may enjoy more. Star Wars Celebration may be cool.
Star Wars Celebration is amazing. It is amazing. I've never been to CinemaCon, so I cannot say. But yeah, I really want to go.
Do you think there's going to come a point in time when Marvel has their own con?
I don't know.
They give Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume
it's like 25% of their content.
I don't see why they don't have one. It's weird to me that they don't have one.
I think DC will end up getting one. Warner Brothers.
I don't know. Because DC had one and it kind of sizzled out.
Well, that was when the hierarchy of power was changing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, over there. Can I just
say still, it ended up sizzling out, which was weird that it did that.
Well, they canceled. I think they were going to do one, and then when all the shifting was happening, they ended up canceling. But that's not that's all right. We'll worry about that whenever that happens. Until then, we're just going to enjoy what we got from CinemaCon.
You know which one? You know what one I really like? My favorite that I've been to
Trek
is South by Southwest.
South by Southwest. Well, that's like an everything.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to the first week, the movie week or the entertainment week, and they just treat you well.
It's like what, 2-3 weeks?
Yeah, South by runs like, but like the movie and entertainment stuff is only 1 week, and then the rest is kind of like a music festival.
It's a music festival. Okay.
Yeah. So it encompasses everything. But God, they treat the press so well.
Don't they?
Oh my God. Everything is free. They're just like, here, have this, have this, have
That's
this.
Awesome. That would be one I would like to go to as well.
I'm talking drinks. Like they wouldn't let me pay for drinks. They wouldn't let me pay for food. And that was back when I was drinking, bro. So I mean, I was going to town.
You should shut up and keep your money.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, CinemaCon.
But yeah, CinemaCon looks so much fun because it's in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was gonna go meet Mark out there, and then I couldn't find the time to get out there. The car stuff was making things
Yeah.
difficult. So
You don't want to stress yourself out, man.
yeah,
How far is it? I mean, to get out to Vegas, what you normally just fly out there?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I would do. Maybe next year.
We're going for my birthday. You should come with us.
When's your birthday?
August, first week of August. I'm going out there.
First week of August.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is it bad that every single time I think of someone's birthday, not the collector, I think of Guardians.
It's my birthday.
It's my birthday. Yeah. It's one thing in my head.
That's
Well,
funny.
it might have been my birthday last week because I'm a happy camper. I got many gifts
Yeah.
from Paramount and DC and Marvel. Just so many gifts.
So many.
So many gifts. They were showering us with gifts. BC, you have been around and you have been collecting all the news.
Yep.
From the past week. All the news from CinemaCon. Guys, this is a CinemaCon heavy episode. We just gonna let you know now. CinemaCon heavy episode.
Now, neither of us were there, so we're just going to talk about what we've been told about. Like, there's some things that, we didn't get to see the footage, so we only got to, hear about it and things like that, just like everybody else. So, let's start off here with Sony.
Yeah.
All right. So Sony came out, gave a lot of stuff. Their big thing was obviously Spider-Verse and Anyone But You, which was interesting to me. But they also showed trailers for Insidious and for The Machine and Dumb Money, and they talked about how Bad Boys 4 is 4 weeks into production.
Really?
So yeah, but I don't think
principal
they really
photography. Does that mean production? Principal
No,
photography?
they've been filming for 4 weeks. I thought they said.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
they're out there shooting right now.
Bad Boys 4 is coming. We're hyped. We're in the 4th week of shooting. Everything is going to be spectabulous.
Fantabulous? Do you think they regret
spectabulous?
I'm gonna go with fantabulous. Do you think they regret calling Bad Boys 3 Bad Boys for Life now that they're making a 4th one?
They knew they were making a 4th one when they put that out.
I don't know why they did that.
That one ends with them setting up the 4th one. So why would you call it Bad Boys for Life when you know you have a 4th one coming? What dumb moron was doing that?
I don't know. But like that, even when the 3rd one came out, I was like, are they ending it with this one? Because this one seems like the perfect title.
Yes.
The next one. Anyway. I'm excited for it.
It makes me so mad. For no reason at all. Like, it should not make me mad.
More Mike
Lowry.
What is what's Martin Lawrence's character's name?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't remember. It's Spike Lowry.
Spike Lowry.
Okay, so we had Sony when they dropped some more Into the Spider-Verse across the universe.
Yeah,
but nothing really.
Nothing that we got, did we? Did we get any? Like, did we see a Spider-Man?
Nah, I don't think we saw anything. I did. I think they dropped a trailer for the new Insidious. I don't know.
I don't think they gave it to us. I think that was just people there. But they had. I heard the Insidious trailer was fine. The trailer to the Machine. This Machine is one that I'm really interested in.
Okay.
Have you heard about this?
Is this with Machete?
No. This is based off of the joke that Bert Kreischer made about his story about accidentally running into the Russian mafia. Have you ever heard Bert Kreischer's bit about that? About the machine? How the Russian mafia named him the Machine?
They're making that.
Yes.
It took me a minute to figure, but
put it all together.
But this is the joke that he had on his stand-up special.
Yes. The one that made him a star.
Yes.
He turned that story into a movie.
It's to the Machine. To the Machine. Yeah. Okay. They're making that into a movie. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's
So
awesome.
it looked. I think that is going to be really good.
Okay, I'm in for that.
And
That was a
then
hell of a story.
everybody is raving about all the stuff they showed them from Dumb Money,
Okay.
which is the movie about GameStop, the GameStop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, starring Paul Danos and Seth Rogen.
Paul Dano and Seth Rogen. I like this.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that kind of drama.
I'm hyped for this, man.
Dude,
This
those.
sounds incredible.
I'm guessing this is going to be in the same vein of like The Big Short.
Yes,
I'm
yes, that's
guessing.
what
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people comparing it to that.
Okay, then if it's going to go for that, I'm very much on board with that. With this kind of movie, because The Big Short, they lay down the way that they set that up was perfect, and to do
Yeah.
something like the GameStop with the big stoinks, right? To the moon, that whole thing. I like that, and I throwing in a Seth Rogen and a Paul Dano, I think a Seth Rogen can really shine after seeing his performance in like a Steve Jobs in like the Jobs movie, right?
Yeah.
Dropping him into something like this with that kind of a flavor, I think I could really dig.
Bro, Jobs was so good.
It was. It was.
So good.
It evaded from the zeitgeist real fast, but that was a performance for that ass from Mr. Fassbender.
Yes, yes,
He,
yes.
he balled out, and that writing, that script, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons why I need to go watch West Wing.
Yeah, I want to go watch West Wing for that too.
I need to watch West Wing for that.
I have a buddy who watches West Wing, and he rewatches it constantly
Yeah,
and says that it's one of the best things he's ever watched. Like it's his all time favorite.
People loop that, man. They loop that like The Office.
Yeah.
We got Fred Tastic in the chat.
Freddie!
We got Fred back, baby. Fred says, "Sup, guys? I enjoyed day 3 draft day yesterday. Sad my Cowboys didn't draft Roshan Johnson, but happy Deuce Vaughn did. Sony didn't think Bad Boys for Life was going to make the money it did, and Mark Hamill is playing Bert's dad in the trailer for The Machine. It looks so good."
I did not know that.
I
I
didn't
didn't know Mark Hamill was in it. That's awesome.
Speaking of Mark Hamill,
The Machine's one of those ones that I haven't watched any trailers, anything for, because I know what it's about. So I'm like, I don't need to see this stuff. I'm excited for it. I want to see it in theater. So
yeah, I don't need to see the trailer.
I don't know a damn thing other than the movie's coming and it's about Bert. I don't know who's in it. I don't know nothing. And I don't want to know nothing.
That joke was fucking hilarious.
Yes. Bert's good. I like Bert, man. Bert's funny.
Yeah.
So they also showed some footage from Gran Turismo.
I forgot they were making that.
And this is a very interesting thing because what they have done is they've gone out and got a story about an actual Gran Turismo driver.
Yes.
And they're making his life story of this game.
Right.
Which is a very interesting way to look at video game movies.
Yeah, we talked about that before.
I mean, I didn't know anything about this till right now.
Oh, you know what? I think I did the reaction for it, and I knew that doing the reaction for it.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, they're basing it off of an actual race car driver who there was a kid who was playing the game and then got with the race car driver, and then he wanted to be a race car driver himself. It's something like that.
Yeah.
Where you have like a mentor-mentee relationship. That's the way that the synopsis was reading. I didn't see any trailer for this, but that was the way that synopsis read. This is 5 months ago when I read the initial thing for it. But
apparently they showed them some footage. We didn't get to see it, but they did show them some.
God damn it! I want the footage.
And then they also brought out Sydney Sweeney and everybody's favorite Glenn Powell to talk a little bit about Anyone But You, which is a upcoming R-rated comedy.
When are they going to talk about Glenn Powell being Green Lantern? Let's get to it. Glenn Powell for Hal Jordan, ladies and gentlemen.
That would be interesting. I could see that.
Sorry, I just wanted to throw that in there. Any chance
I could see that.
Glenn Powell for Hal Jordan. That's right.
Wow, now that I look at that, that's actually very good casting.
It's also kind of typecasting.
It is. It is.
But
He's
I'm okay.
definitely.
But sometimes typecasting works.
How you feel? Have you seen anything about this? Anyone but you?
No, it sounds like a rom com.
Well, it's R rated, so it's
R-rated.
R rated comedy. So yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. But that's interesting. I'm all here for it. I think it could be good.
It
Sydney
has one of those
Sweeney.
titles that like I think of like The Notebook.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Yeah, but apparently it's like these two that don't get along keep getting matched up with each other or something. I don't know. But
Ah,
they say there's various hijinks and it's funny
who's
and
in this?
Glenn
Yeah,
Powell and
Glenn Powell.
Sydney
Glenn
Sweeney.
Powell. Because okay,
Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
mean,
Sydney Sweeney, who is going to be in the upcoming Madam Web movie, and she's in. She was a big part of Euphoria. So
okay,
I have a
okay.
feeling that this is going to be the new It Girl when these two
The
movies come out. I think
the
Sydney Sweeney is about to become
the new
one
Anna de
of those.
Armas.
Yeah, like hey,
Yeah,
I'm one of your girls now. Boom.
that's what's up. We always like to see that.
I don't know how I did this, but I totally forgot and didn't put it in the notes. They showed them the Craven the Hunter trailer.
That yes, I did hear that they did show
And
the
not
trailer.
only did they show him that, but this Raider.
I'm sorry, you broke up. What'd you
This
say?
is rated R.
It's rated R. It's the first R-rated Sony Marvel.
That's
It
interesting.
is.
Didn't see that coming at all. Didn't even have an idea that that's a
Did you do
possibility.
that on purpose?
What?
You didn't see that coming?
That was good. That was good. Okay. Touche. That was good.
I just saw that movie.
I
the other
wish
day.
I wish I would have thought of that as I was saying. I wish I
know.
could have said that was on purpose.
I tried to
It
bring it
was
up.
not.
Man,
That was good.
it was gold.
Loved it. I'm all on board for this. I find it interesting. I'm like, wait a minute. So you didn't make Venom and Carnage R,
But Craven.
but Craven gets the R rating one? Like, come on.
At least
So
we're
it's-
learning our lesson.
Yes.
At
yes.
least we're learning our lesson. Now make Blade rated R.
I don't think so.
I know.
But yeah,
But-
they said this trailer is uber violent.
They said the trailer's ridiculous, man. Aaron Taylor Johnson is showing his ass right now. He's the new It Girl.
Oh, I think he's the new It dude.
Whatever, man. You know, but with him and with the rumor,
He has
he's up for
amassed one hell of a career. Never
Yeah.
did I think that
Kick-Ass.
the dude from Kick-Ass
Yeah,
would be this guy. Because this guy is so good.
it's crazy to think that the one from Kick-Ass that I haven't heard that much about is Chloe Grace Moretz. That was the
Yeah.
one when Kick-Ass first came out. That was the star, right?
Yep.
And now that you look at it now, Aaron Taylor Johnson and Peter Evans, they've kind of ascended. Peter Evans went in a totally different direction. I mean, he's
Yeah.
that guy is talented. I mean, but all of them were. But yeah, good for Aaron Taylor Johnson, man, because he was just in Bullet Train. He is potentially one of the biggest front runners for James Bond right now.
Well, yeah. It's just it's interesting because Chloe did some, like, she was great, but then she just had a couple misfires.
She picked some
ones that didn't
movies.
work. Like Muppets Most Wanted was, it was just a cameo, but still that didn't come out very well.
What was that one when there was do you remember this? Whenever like the world was in danger, it was like the 7 waves, and it was
The
like
fifth wave.
The 5th wave.
Yeah.
God, I remember just these trailers were coming out with her in these movies, and I was wondering who is picking this.
Carrie was a big mistake.
Yeah, I mean, I see why she did Carrie, but it didn't.
Shadow in the Cloud was, thought it was going to be an awesome action film, ended up being a dud.
She needs to go hire Robert Pattinson's agent.
Tom and Jerry ended up being not so good.
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, the live action animated crossover Tom and Jerry.
Those never pan out.
Yeah.
Those never pan out. Unless it was that one Muppets movie. A lot of those never really pan out the way that they want them to.
No, nothing will ever be Who Framed Roger Rabbit or Space Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like there's very few that are those classics.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I hear you on that. Well, Aaron Taylor Johnson, R-rated Craven. Not set, and I heard this, it's not set in the Andrew Garfield universe. I think that they did confirm that. It's not set in the Andrew Garfield.
I mean, I was assuming, I'm assuming it's in the Morbius universe.
Oh.
That's where I assumed it was.
You think all this takes place in the Morbius universe?
Yeah, that's what I figured. I don't know why I'm calling it the Morbius universe. I should be calling it the Venom universe, but
it would be the Venom universe.
Yes.
It should be the Venom. Let's not talk. We don't do that here. We don't do that here.
All right, so let us move on to Disney. Now, apparently Disney had a little bit of a letdown for a presentation.
Yeah, didn't hear much.
Didn't hear much at all. Apparently, all they really showed them was a clip from Guardians of the Galaxy. They showed them the Marvels trailer that we've all already seen, and they also got to see a clip for Wish, the new Disney animated film.
I did watch the clip for Wish. I watched the trailer for that.
So you got to see that.
I saw the trailer for Wish. They dropped that.
Okay, I did not. Oh my god. Oh god. I just accidentally clicked an X on my computer, and I thought I clicked this X and thought I cut myself off.
It's all right.
Don't worry.
You're only the guy that has all the news we need to talk about.
Right. Yeah, I'm just the guy in charge of everything.
Wish was a solid trailer.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it, because I saw a little bit of a breakdown, but I didn't actually watch the trailer.
So it's about a girl, and she makes a wish upon a star, kind of a deal, and it's about like the impacts of wishes, and they're going that vein with it, right? Mm-hmm. Music sounded great. They had a very nice song in it, which is
okay.
If you got a good music, you got me. You know, the animation style. I will say this: the first 5 seconds, that was the first thing that hit me, is that it is still that classic Disney look, but they went a little bit different and they changed it up just a tad to make it unique. And I found that to be pretty cool in how that looked. Alan Tudyk is playing a little
of course he is.
He's playing.
You haven't even said what it is, but of course, Alan Tudyk is playing a little. Yeah, of course he is.
He's playing. I can't remember if it's like a dog or like a little tiny four-legged. He's a four-legged creature. I can't remember, but he starts talking, and it's wonderful.
He's my go-to in recast whenever I need a voice for a little creature or something. I'm like, Alan Tudyk.
It's Alan Tudyk or BB-8 Barry.
Yeah,
Barry now.
I forget his name too, but yeah.
Chris Pine is playing the villain in this, I believe. But the trailer was endearing. It had a certain charm to it. Okay. I think they got another good one.
That's good. I'm excited to see. I need to go watch that. That looks good.
Do recommend.
They showed them. Do what?
I said I do recommend.
Okay. They showed them Haunted Mansion.
I didn't see that.
Which this thing has a hell of a cast that I don't think I knew about. Danny DeVito, Tiffany Haddish, Lakeith Stanfield.
Wow.
Jamie Lee Curtis, Rosario Dawson, Winona Ryder, Jared Leto.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's an insane cast.
This is either going to be really, really good or another one where all the friends got together and made a movie.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I think this is going to be fun. I think it could be a fun movie.
I might have to go back and rewatch
the original Haunted Mansion.
The original Haunted Mansion with
old Eddie Murphy.
Good old Eddie Murphy. If there's one thing I remember from that movie, it was the soundtrack.
Yeah.
The soundtrack. That was a
What
good
was
one.
the main song? There was one song
The Stevie
that
Wonder
was
jump.
no.
Superstition. Oh, was it?
There was one I remember. What was it? 2003.
Was Raven on the soundtrack?
Might have been.
Am I dating
Written
myself?
down.
That was 20 years ago?
Oh yeah, 2003, buddy.
Ah!
Is
20.
You by Nelly.
There you go. Yeah.
That was the one. I was jamming that shit, man.
That was a good.
Oh,
that was a
yeah,
decent movie.
Raven did redo Superstition. You're right. Good
That's
call
what I
there.
was thinking of. Yeah. Okay. Superstition. Raven redo.
But yeah, I
Raven
definitely
redo.
remember "Is You" from Nelly, man.
Is
Because
Eddie
I
Murphy
was
got a
a
cameo?
huge Nelly fan. Ooh, I would love to see that. I think that'd be a great idea, but I
That would
doubt
be
it.
dope. I doubt it.
So,
Bring me
all right,
Dolomite 2,
Disney-
Eddie Murphy. Dolomite 2.
also showed 20 minutes of 3D footage from The Elemental.
Oh.
So
I'm not excited for this.
either.
I'm not excited for Elemental. Not the way that I should be.
I know, same thing. I don't know why. I look at it, I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I know I'm gonna go see it, and I'm gonna love it.
You know, it maybe because it looks too much like Inside Out from like the very far outside. You know what I mean? It looks like Inside Out. So I feel like I've already seen this.
I do. I feel like it's kind of like, yo, how can we do Inside Out again, but not do Inside Out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's been my feeling this whole time, and I've been trying to force myself to get excited, and it's not working.
Yeah.
Not like Wish. Whereas when I saw Wish, I was like, I think I'm actually interested in that. Elemental, I just can't seem to catch. I can't catch the vibe. I can't jump on this bandwagon the way I want to.
Yeah. I can't either, man. I don't know what it is or why, but I'm the same, bro. I can't.
Maybe we need a new trailer. When's this movie coming out?
Maybe. I don't know. I think this is gonna be one of those ones I have to go see, and when I see it, maybe I'll be more excited about it, because that's kind of how I was about Soul. Like I was like, oh, Soul looks good. All right, cool. But then I saw it, I was like, oh man, and it makes me endeared to it. So I don't know. Maybe it'll grab me there. They also showed a scene from Indiana Jones.
Okay.
So, we didn't get to see it, but that
I don't think it's anything new. I think Disney just unloaded their clip at D23 because what was that, two months ago?
Yeah, so I don't think they were like, oh, yeah, fuck CinemaCon. All right,
yeah.
Whatever.
It's not San Diego. It's not New York. It's not their own thing. This is level 4 or 5 for them on their list. So,
well, I think it's time to talk about one of your favorite segments.
Yeah. Say it with me, guys. What are we watching? Hey, now we can finally talk about what Fred brought up earlier. Fred, you're not alone, buddy. I was watching the draft. I was watching the NFL draft, and by golly, I had a good time watching it. Lots of interesting developments that happened during this draft.
I quit watching the draft a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Because, I just got sick and tired of the Cowboys coming up there and drafting, SpongeBob SquarePants.
They did that. They did that again.
And that bum from the corner of Lemon Avenue, because they just don't draft people. They just don't.
No, they
off.
They pretty much drafted the guy that was selling Biggie T-shirts outside of New York Comic Con this year.
Pretty much.
So the Cowboys drafted with like the 26th, 27th pick, and whoever they drafted, no one had even projected going in the first or second round. Like, why did y'all even do that? But that's neither here nor there. The Texans, with the number 2 pick of the draft, selected C.J. Stroud, and then they followed that up and traded up to get the number 3 pick. So they took the second pick of the draft, and then they ended up having the 3rd pick in the draft.
Oh shit! There you go. Yeah.
So and they picked a very solid defensive leader. So they got an offensive leader and a defensive leader to really square out the Texans roster.
Yeah.
The Eagles had, I think, the steal of the draft, where
of course you do.
Well, they got they picked Nolan Smith at 10, which I think a lot of people, they had us going Bijan Robinson. But the guy who,
I'm so glad y'all didn't take Bijan.
yo,
I'm so
yeah,
happy.
yeah, he was taken with the number 8 pick because he was about to
Yep.
drop. But we didn't get Nolan Smith.
I was like, please don't take Bijan. I can't support my boy if he goes to the freaking Eagles.
But then we end up getting Carter.
I'm really happy the Falcons got him.
Yeah, the Falcons. He'll do well with the Falcons.
Yeah, because I don't have an issue with the Falcons, so I don't mind supporting them a little bit.
But the biggest one is that, remember Jalen Carter? He was going to be the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Until he got into the he was racing a few months ago. The person he was racing crashed and died. Right? So that kind of messed up now the character of this the character aspect. So he went from the number 1, number 2 overall potential, dropped all the way down, and the Eagles got him at 30.
So you got him for super cheap.
Super cheap.
And now you can just be like, oh, he was racing. Whatever, he's an Eagle.
Dude. Bro, the Eagles don't care about felony records.
Okay, the one thing I will say about the Eagles and the Cowboys is that neither one of us give a shit about whether or not you're a criminal. Oh, you killed someone? Fuck it, come join the team.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Come on down. Play for your freedom. Every touchdown you score will knock a year off.
Facts.
You're good. So we got Carter at number 3, and so we picked. So the thing about the Eagles too, it's been Georgia Bulldog, even Jordan Davis, I believe, came from the Bulldogs, and then the Kobe Dean we got last year from the Georgia Bulldogs. So anyway, we picked 2 Bulldogs in the first round, and then we picked another Georgia Bulldog in the beginning of the second round, and then we traded our number 3, our third round pick to the Texans to the Lions for Swift, who was a Georgia Bulldog. So the first 4 players we got out of the NFL draft were another set of Georgia Bulldogs, and now our defensive line, our front 5, is all from Georgia.
That is a very interesting way to look at things and draft players. Like, it's really cool to see that, because like, think about a couple years ago, and I'm probably a longer time that I'm thinking about, when like all the Detroit Pistons were on the All-Star game in the All-Star. And in the fourth quarter, they just put in the Pistons.
Go have fun.
They're like, all right, guys, go play. And that's when the East came back and won.
Yeah. They did. Yeah, they did.
Because they put in the starting lineup of the Pistons.
But it makes sense.
It's an interesting concept to go, hey, let's just go get this whole team and bring them in if we can. They already have a chemistry or a knowledge of working with each other, or at least know each other's tendencies due to playing at the same alma mater.
Yeah, and they're all young. They're all drafted within the last last year and this year. Right? I mean, it was
so probably a lot of them have already played together.
They all played together. When Carter got drafted, the 2 Georgia Bulldogs we drafted last year were at Carter's house, sitting with him, watching him get drafted. So when he fell to the Eagles, he was wearing green socks, hoping he would drop to the Eagles. So when he got picked at 30, he was like, dude, wow. Let's fucking go. Howie Roseman for the win. And now people are jealous of Howie Roseman because he's out here balling on them. And we still got like 8-9 picks for next year. That man is a beast. I cannot be upset. What are you watching?
Well, I'm still in the Flash-a-thon.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched the Invasion the first crossover of Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl.
How was it?
Invasion. I forgot how good that was.
Yeah, it was.
Like the Flash episode, the very first part of the crossover was so goddamn good.
Is this the Invasion or is this Crisis on X Earth?
No. Invasion. The
first one.
The one with the Dominators.
The one with the Dominators, and then that
one with the Dominators, And they bring Supergirl to their Earth.
Yeah.
And it's so good together. they worked so well. Now the second episode was an Arrow episode, and it was like the 100th episode of Arrow.
Yeah. So they did like the flashback.
Yeah, so
the
I didn't like
memories.
that part of it as much.
I remember
But
that.
then they jumped to Legends and they closed strong, very strong with that.
I really liked Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh my god, it's reminding me of how good early Legends was.
It was so unique. It knew what it was.
And they had such good chemistry.
They had really good chemistry. And I'm glad for Brandon Routh because Brandon Routh found like a second coming over there. And
I used to say like the plot of Legends of Tomorrow was not that good.
No, it wasn't.
But I didn't care because
they cast it well.
Chemistry between the cast, all their interactions together was so incredible that it made the show enjoyable regardless of what they were doing.
You know who I think really helped solidify that show? Leonard Snart.
Yes.
Snart.
Snart is so goddamn good. I love him. Rewatching that early seasons of The Flash right now, I'm like, dude, oh my god,
he's so good. He's so good, dude. I'm glad you brought that up because I was watching Arrow the day it came out. I was watching Smallville the day it ended. When Arrow came out, I remember watching the trailers, getting hyped for Arrow. And when Arrow came out, it was everything for me. Arrow, of course, ended. Everything is ending over there. Flash is wrapping up. But they just brought Stephen Amell back.
Did you watch it?
I watched that episode.
I am waiting until I get to it in my rewatch. So season 9 is going to be all new to me when I catch back up to it. But tell me, how good was it? Was it good, or did they fumble it, or did they get a touchdown?
It was a touchdown. It was a CW touchdown. Okay.
Okay.
It was still, they had some of the issues that CW has with their shows, but when Stephen Amell had his last episode with Arrow, there was a lot of things that they didn't tie up very well.
No, yeah, there was a lot of
there was a lot of things. Like he never had a goodbye scene with Diggle. You know, it was the Wookiee didn't get the medal type of a shit.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
So they finally gave the Wookiee a medal.
They were trying to push that new sequel series, Canaries.
Yeah, they were trying to push the Green Arrow, Canary,
in the future
one. Yeah. That never panned out. But they wrapped up everything with this. So Stephen Amell gets that moment with Diggle. Stephen Amell gets that moment with everyone except for Felicity because they technically can't have Felicity and them meet due to what happens in Arrow. Yeah. But very well done. They brought Wally back, kind of redeemed Wally.
Comes back.
Wally comes back, and pretty much it's funny because Barry apologizes to Wally for pretty much wasting his character. Like, I'm sorry that I ignored you and I left you over there and never really, gave a fuck about you, Wally. Sorry, right?
Yeah, they really...
Our fault, Wally. They did Wally.
But from what I hear, accounts of friends of mine say that Kenyon Linsdale was an issue on set.
I heard that, too.
Yeah, I heard no one got along with him at all. I think that's why they did it, but it makes sense.
Yeah, the only one that I was surprised that they didn't have was Thea. But then again, it was a Flash show, right? But they didn't have Thea. But all in all, and Cisco didn't come back. Back.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
So I'm watching right now.
But Caitlin directed it.
Oh,
Caitlin Snow, she directed it, and it was very well done.
So as I'm watching early Flash now and early Supergirl right now. I'm sitting here going, God, I don't remember if this happens, but I really want a scene with Cisco from Flash and Winn from Supergirl. And I don't remember if they ever meet up or not.
I don't think they do.
Because they're almost the same character, but I would love to have some kind of crossover with them.
Cisco was a great character, dude. He was an awesome character on TV. He was one of my favorite characters on TV for those 6 years or 7 years that he played that character. It was an awesome role. So I did go back and I watched that, and now I think I'm going to watch the next 4 episodes. I think I'm going to watch it because they set up the last arc and they set up the final arc.
That's
right?
cool.
They're finally. Do you mind if I tell you what they're leading towards?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're finally setting up for original timeline Barry to fight Thawne.
Ooh.
Because they never actually, if you notice the way that the show is worked up until your point, they've kind of deviated from that original timeline. When the Barry that sticks his hand up when he travels to the past, he sticks his hand up and says, "Don't interfere." To young Barry.
Yeah.
Don't interfere, because in that same Barry that takes him out, right? It's that timeline Barry that they're finally getting into. So they brought not the Harrison Wells reverse flashback,
But the actual Thrawn.
but the actual one, because they have to have the original clash that starts this whole thing. So we're going to get the actual very first time that technically his mom dies in this next arc. I'm excited.
Great.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm glad that
I'm hyped for that.
Yeah. Sorry. Didn't mean to take your shot.
No, that's what this is. That's what we're all
Yeah,
about.
man.
I love it. It's just that has me excited.
Mm-hmm. And as an old school fan, it makes me happy that they're finally wrapping this up. Because even I was telling my wife a while ago, I was like, they never really addressed original Barry. Of course, she didn't know what I was talking about. But I was like, yeah, you know, the 9 theories, the 9 timelines with Barry. She's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, well, you know what's happening.
He went back and then he said, no.
Yeah, he went back and fucked it up and all that kind of stuff. Titans also had a multiverse episode.
Oh my God, that was insane.
Yeah.
I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I lost my shit watching that, bro. Oh my God, I'm so glad you brought that up because I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, the Red.
Right now, and I was losing my shit watching because I didn't know that was coming.
Yeah, the Red, and Beast Boy finally met Cyborg.
Yep.
Beast Boy finally met Cyborg.
Okay, so this episode this week, I have not watched this week's episode. Did you watch this week's yet?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I'm gonna watch that tonight with Cyborg. It looked like they were gonna do a lot more. He's gonna have a lot more to do on this episode. So
I'm glad because Cyborg needs to be a part of Titans.
I never liked that Doom Patrol.
I never liked this
version of
Cyborg. Yeah, I never liked the Doom Patrol Cyborg. I never did. No. And that was my biggest issue with Doom Patrol. And I love everything with Doom Patrol except Cyborg.
Yeah.
But that was a fantastic multiverse thing. The Red. And you see Flash's feet. Grant Gustin.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I lost my shit. Have you watched Flashpoint Paradox, the animated movie?
Only 349 times.
Okay. You know what I did not know until I just watched it the other day?
What's up?
Michael B. Jordan is Cyborg.
Yes.
Did not know. And I figured it out as I'm watching. I'm like, that sounds like Creed. I'm like, and I kept listening. I'm like, that is fucking Creed.
I think that Flashpoint movie may be top 3 DC animated movies. I'm really trying to have a hard time thinking about which one's better. I love that one, dude. I don't think I've watched.
I am gonna go and watch all of them in order, and so then maybe then I'll be able to have a different opinion because I haven't seen
Doom and War and all those.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, the whole
DCAU.
Watch that. Yeah.
Flashpoint. I don't know. I really loved it. The only other one that I like more than that one is the Red Hood.
Okay.
Under the Red Hood. Under Red Hood, I think.
Yeah, Under the Red Hood's really good.
Under Red Hood, I think might be my favorite.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be Flashpoint after that.
All right. Well, let's keep moving with the news. Let's jump into Universal.
Fred-tastic real quick. He said, Jerry Jones skipped over Randy Moss because of a weed allegation. Yo, I saw a TikTok of the Dolphins. Ricky Williams.
Oh yeah?
Ricky Williams. And he was like sitting in his garden, his Zen garden. And he's like, this is a note to the NFL. I hear that you guys are getting real lenient on weed policies. I just want to say, it's pretty fucked up.
I have,
Dude, it's
I
great.
have both of Ricky Williams' Saints jerseys, the white and the black. I have two of his Miami jerseys, the green and the white. And I have his Texas jersey. Ricky Williams
Was a beast.
is probably my all-time favorite NFL player.
Wow.
Ever.
I will never forget that.
I
will never forget. Really?
I met him because my sister was in college while he was at UT.
So he had dread still.
Yes, I met him at UT once. And he was so freaking cool. And I was a little kid, and I was like, my sister knows Ricky Williams. This is so awesome.
People do not understand. Ricky Williams was a bigger football player than Michael Vick.
Facts.
And
one of the greatest 30 for 30s ever.
Yes.
Run, Ricky, run.
If it wasn't for the weed stuff, he would have gone down in the same state.
These motherfuckers was like, yo, Rick, if you want to keep playing, you got to quit smoking weed. All right, I'll retire.
I'll retire, dog.
And then it's like, okay, wait, I'm sorry, what? You're going to retire? Yeah, I want to keep smoking. I'm going to go to Canada, live.
Put down the weed. Nah. We out here. Blazing for glory, man. Did you guys hear Jeff Snyder's Flash movie? Non-spoiler comments. I kind of puts the worry in me about my suspicions about the movie. I'm gonna tell you, I did see his comments.
We're gonna get
we're gonna get to WB. I just want to say real quick, Jeff Snyder never likes comic book movies. So there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
So Universal kicked off here, bringing out Christopher Nolan and doing some stuff with Oppenheimer.
Blah, 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 blah. Let's go.
Yeah, and then then they gave them the first trailer for Migration, the new animated film about ducks, with a hell of a cast: Camille Nanjiani, Elizabeth Banks, Keegan-Michael Key, Danny DeVito, and Awkwafina.
The trailer looks good.
Did you watch the trailer?
Before CinemaCon, they released something on there.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And it looked pretty good.
Okay. Will Ferrell came out and brought out his little dog from Strays.
Dude, that movie I'm gonna have to watch. Did you ever watch the trailer for Strays?
I watched the first trailer. I watched the Green Band. I would not watch the Red. I don't watch Red Band trailers.
Just make sure you put it on your calendar to go watch it.
Yes, I watched the Green Band, and I watched all of like 30 seconds of it. I'm like, no, I'm not watching this trailer. I'm just going to go see this movie. I don't want to hear any joke at all.
Point proven. Point said. Yes. Ed Haskell's in the chat. What's up, Ed?
Eddie! My man. The Exorcist, they showed them the first trailer for The Exorcist, and a buddy of mine...
Was it a head turner? Woo! Finger guns. We out.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Right, dude. My buddy saw a leaked version of it and called me and said, this is the creepiest thing he's ever seen. So, I hear it's good.
Okay.
Then they brought out Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick to talk about Trolls World Tour 3.
Huh. Not excited.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Look, don't get me wrong. I love me some Anna Kendrick and I love me some Justin Timberlake.
Don't care
for Trolls. It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
But I'm not a Trolls guy. I don't, yeah.
No.
My niece loves it. She's gonna love it, so. But then they brought out the GOAT.
Yeah.
Jack Black. Came out and said Kung Fu Panda 4. That's right.
Ka-chow.
Wait, isn't Ka-chow?
Wait, no, that's not him.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. I was about to say. I was like, wait a minute.
Sorry.
Ka-chow was wow.
Yes, Skadoosh.
Ka-chow.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed that you didn't say Bowser solo movie. But Bowser goes on his world tour with Powerline.
You know, how have Disney not done some kind of power line?
I only bring this up every Sunday. I wear the shirt. I'm still waiting on the tour.
I know, right? Like, I'm
Where's my
surprised
power
they
line
haven't
tour?
done that.
But no, so Kung Fu Panda 4, I'm here for it. I love Kung Fu Panda.
I'm a big fan. Kung Fu Panda's good.
But that's DreamWorks, right?
No, that's Universal is Oh, I guess DreamWorks and Illumination. Wow, Universal has Illumination and DreamWorks.
Because I'm thinking, like, whenever I see the Shrek intro, it's Shrek and then it's also Kung Fu Panda. Because I was also wondering, maybe they're greenlighting a lot of their sequels because they just greenlit the Shrek 5. They're greenlighting Kung Fu Panda 4. They're digging back into the well.
Well, then they bring out the big dogs.
Oh, we got Buckingham. Buckingham's back. Okay, what's up, Buck?
Jordana Brewster shows up. Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese, and Sung Kang come out, and they talk about Fast and Furious.
Every time
Fast
I hear
X.
of Tyrese, I think of Transformers. Left cheek.
Right pocket, which pocket? Left cheek.
Every time. Tyrese, let's go, baby. So you talk about Fast and Furious.
And they brought out Vin Diesel.
Uh-oh.
And apparently, this looks big.
Mm-hmm.
This looks big, and then they announced that the next one is not going to be called Fast 11. It's Fast X Part 2.
I hate this titling system. I hate the Fast and Furious titling system so fucking much. It's the most inconsistent. It's like they're purposely doing this at this point. Not one title has...
The final movie is going to be Part 2.
They throw in Roman numerals. They take Roman numerals out. They're using Roman numerals and they're spelling out words.
Sometimes there's a the, sometimes there's not.
The titling, there's a colon, subtitle, sometimes there's... I hate...
One of them's just randomly called the Fate of the Furious.
Spell it like a license plate. This fucking franchise. Franchise.
I have a prediction.
What's up?
Now that we know it's Fast X Part 2, they said the ending is going to be absolutely insane, right? Of this one, they said we're not. This is going to be Infinity War.
Yeah. And the next was Endgame?
Yeah, this is going to end on a downer. Someone's going to die at the very end of this, I bet.
Damn, Tyrese. Gotta go.
Oh, damn, you just gonna kill Tyrese like that shit.
Who else would you kill? Would you kill Luda?
John Cena.
Do 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 do.
Can't see him anyway. Or Gal Gadot shows up at the very end.
To be killed again.
They either kill somebody, or Gal Gadot shows up at the very end.
So they won't kill Han because they just brought Han back.
Yeah.
They're not killing Han twice.
Not killing Michelle Rodriguez. You're not killing Vin Diesel.
You're not killing Jason Statham.
Yeah. So, dude, wow, they might kill
Tyrese.
That does sound like the only logical.
It's going to be Tyrese or it's going to be Luda. The only two guys I can think of.
You can't kill Luda. I'm sorry.
Kill Luda.
He's Luda. Like,
He's
you
Luda.
can't kill. That's ludicrous to kill Luda.
And here's why. Because so far, Tyrese has had unlimited fucking armor.
Facts.
He's had unlimited armor, unlimited health. He's the
And
most
he jokes
invincible.
about it.
He's the most invincible character in Fast and Furious so far.
So he has to be the one that dies.
He has to be the one that
I'm
dies.
with it.
Gotta show the stakes. Gotta show the stakes. If Jason Momoa kills Tyrese, then you know he's serious.
Facts.
It's Thanos taking out the Hulk.
Facts.
And yes, I did just say that Roman Pierce is the Hulk of the Fast and Furious
Of course,
franchise.
obviously.
Yes, absolutely. Obviously. Fantastic. Puss in Boots. He said dad jokes are in the room. Yes, they are. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was so good that it sparked something in DreamWorks to continue its story.
Probably.
It was good. I did like Puss in Boots.
Well, then they announced that the David Leitch directed Fall Guy is coming out in 2024 with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, which sounds exciting.
I'm here for Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
I'm here for
and they showed some behind-the-scenes footage from Wicked, apparently Wicked Part 1. Jesus Christ. I'm all here for Wicked. I really, the part 1 and really...
What do you mean? You wait for Wicked XII Part 2, the sequel to Tokyo Drift?
Electric Boogaloo.
I'm about to say that. I'm sure my wife will like Wicked.
So Universal, big one there. I'm excited for it. They had some really cool stuff.
Yes.
But this is for me, the next one is the main event here.
Here we go.
Paramount.
Why?
Because we're going to talk about it. Talk about the main event last, but they opened up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
With Seth Rogen talking about how the thing that he thinks Turtles has missed the most is the actual teenage part of it.
Hold on, fantastic. Is Fast and Furious going to kill off Bow Wow?
No.
Dude, don't do it.
You can't kill Bow Wow.
You can't kill Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
Sorry. You did have the Hulk car.
Facts. It was so dope.
I'm sorry. I didn't even cut you off, dude.
So he said that what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was missing is the teenage part of it, which is why they went out and got actual teenagers to voice the kid. Everything about this movie is awesome. Like, I like what they are doing.
The trailer was good.
I can't get interested in it. I don't like the animation.
I
don't like the look of the turtles.
The look of it. They're trying to
get
into the Spider-Verse.
And I don't know if that's because I'm so hung up on that 80s animated one that I grew up on, as well as the movies. I like that too much. And this Nickelodeon animation has never got me. I've never been a huge Nickelodeon fan. I had certain Nick shows I liked, but I've never been a huge Nickelodeon guy. I was a Disney kid.
Does Nickelodeon, do they have the licensing rights to... Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll never get the Dark Ninja Turtles.
Aside from the video game coming out.
Yeah.
Have you seen that stuff on the video game?
That thing looks sick. That one looks sick, dude. I might go ahead and drop some bread on the game.
But I sit here and everything about this sounds incredible, this Turtles movie. It sounds amazing.
It doesn't look good to you.
Just doesn't look good. But I'm going to say this, and this was controversial back when I said it, or when I originally felt it. I didn't like the idea of Into the Spider-Verse either.
True.
I saw the opening scene at New York Comic Con, and that's what sold me, but because the trailers had not sold me. So I hope maybe I go watch this and it pulls me in.
Right.
But
I mean, but that would be great. Nothing better to walk into a movie that you think was going to be bad to be surprised when it's actually really, really good. That's like the best feeling.
Rihanna showed up. Rihanna showed up to talk about how she's going to be voicing Smurfette in the next Smurfs or next animated Smurfs movie.
I don't care.
Hey, man.
Here's why.
You better start caring about Riri, bro.
I do care about Riri. I don't care about the Smurf.
I don't care about Smurfy. But Rihanna's in it. I'm going to see it because Rihanna. I don't care that it's just her voice.
Do they make money? Do people see the Smurfs?
I don't know.
I don't know anyone who's seen it. Anybody out there? Hey, y'all watch the Smurfs? Or y'all like, yo, give me that prime Smurfs movie ASAP.
All right, let's see here. Smurfs 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
I don't know why I went to Smurfs 2 first. Made $347 million off of $100 million budget.
Damn, better than Black Adam.
Yeah, well, you know, that's
yeah.
The 2011 Smurfs made $563 million.
Oh, okay, well,
$100 million.
Lando knows nothing.
I guess so. because it
Yeah, they're
just
making money.
they making some money, and then did they not do?
Well, good for Rihanna though, because that's easy work to do. Not to say that voice acting is easy, but in the grand scheme of like going on sets and stuff.
Then they moved to Smurfs: The Lost Village, which was purely animated, and that made 197 million.
So it's been
off
going
of
down.
off of a $60 million budget though.
Made some money.
So they cut the budget, still made money.
Yeah.
However, Demi Lovato was Smurfette in that one, and I did not know that.
You go back and rewatch it.
I do love me some Demi.
I love me some Rihanna. Still not going to watch this unless the trailer is like mind-blowing.
They showed a 20 minutes of footage from Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. In a scene, a 20-minute car chase in which
Tom Cruise chases the car for 20 minutes on foot.
Haley Atwell and Tom Cruise are handcuffed together while Tom Cruise is trying to drive, even though Haley Atwell is in the driver's seat. And this was an actual stunt that they did in a car. Haley Atwell. Let me say that again.
Yeah. This is a lot.
Haley Atwell is handcuffed to Tom Cruise.
Yes.
She's in the driver's seat.
Yes.
He's driving.
Yes.
This was an actual stunt they performed in this movie.
Yes.
This motherfucker crazy, dog. he gonna get Haley Atwell killed, dog. We can't lose at those. We love Haley Atwell.
Yeah. You better treat my Haley Atwell with respect. You better keep her safe.
Captain Carter is
like, I've already come to terms, like, if I hear Tom Cruise didn't make it on the set because he decided he wanted to BMX his way to the moon. Cool, Tom. I hear you. Live your life. Don't bring Haley Atwell into your stunts. Keep my queen safe. Keep that beautiful queen safe.
Facts.
I thought you was going to say
it, but I'm excited to see it.
I thought you was going to say that Tom Cruise was on foot chasing down a car for 20 minutes.
Plausible.
They probably shot 35 minutes of that.
They brought out John Krasinski, and he talked about
Fantastic Four.
Quiet Place Day 1.
Prequel.
Comes out March 21st, starring Lupita Nyong'o, which I cannot wait for. I'm excited.
Shit. Okay, sign me up. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
And then they brought out Ziggy Marley to talk about the Bob Marley one.
Junior Gong.
Biopic. I'm all here for this.
Junior Gong.
Yes.
Let's go.
They're
doing a Bob Marley biopic.
A Bob Marley biopic, bro.
Did they see who's playing his dad?
I'm not exactly sure. It might be Ziggy.
He looks just like his fucking father.
Let me see here. Let me actually look that up because
he looks just like his daddy.
One Love cast.
That's the name of the movie, One Love?
Bob Marley, One Love.
Nice. I hope this is good.
One Love. No, it doesn't look like we have a
casting yet. Okay, well, we'll stand by and wait for it. I'm excited for that. I didn't know.
Oh, no. Kingsley Ben-Adir. He was the Malcolm X in One Night in Miami.
Kingsley Ben-Adir.
He's going to be in Secret Invasion coming up. That seems to be the most of what I know him from.
I can't even find. I'll find him later.
One night you saw One Night in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played Malcolm X.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's up, dude?
Is that the Goodest Dog?
We got the Doggo Project.
The Doggo Project. So yeah, that's exciting. But then the reason I was most excited for this.
Yes. Let's get into it, man.
Rise of the Transformers. All in all, Transformers.
Transformers Rise of the Beast.
Well, first they started out with Transformers 1, the new animated Transformers film.
Yes.
The film will tell a story of a young Optimus Prime, voiced by Thor, taking on a young Megatron, voiced by Paperboy, showing them go from brothers in arms to sworn enemies.
Let's go.
Scarlett Johansson is in it as Alita. Keegan-Michael Key is voicing Bumblebee. John Hamm is Centennial Prime.
Keegan-Michael Key is starting to become one of those top-notch like voiceover guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's becoming like an Alan Tudyk.
And then Lawrence Fishburne will be Alpha Trion. So
wow.
Yeah, this is a pretty stacked cast.
Lawrence Fishburne is like the most undercovered nerd.
Right.
Ever.
This is completely random, and I don't know why this made me think of this, but it did. I just saw a story the other day that when they were filming one of the Marvel movies, and across the way from Breaking Bad, apparently.
Yeah.
They were on the same set. Yeah. And apparently Samuel Jackson, as Nick Fury, kept walking onto the Breaking Bad set trying to get in the background. That's hilarious. I don't know why I just thought of that, but it's hilarious.
I'm glad you shared that with us.
So
fantastic. Jamie Foxx had the best Tom Cruise car stunt story I heard. Jamie was driving with Tom in the back. They hit a car and everyone ran to Tom to see if he was all right on the set of Collateral. Did no one check on Jamie? Everyone ran to Tom. They just left the black dude in the back. He'll be all right. He'll be all right.
So, and then they put out a new trailer for Rise of the Beast. Mm-hmm. And you guys know how I am with trailers. You know I don't like to watch trailers.
Right.
For movies I'm excited for.
Yes. You stay far.
But I couldn't help it.
Couldn't help yourself. The fix was in.
And as good as the first trailer for Rise of the Beast was, with Biggie.
Yeah. DMX, baby.
Running DMX.
Yeah.
It's the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. I cannot wait for this movie. I do not understand why it takes place in the 90s. It's so dumb.
I don't understand why they're playing a DMX song when the movie takes place in 94. And that X song came out in 98, baby.
Was Rough Riders Anthem 98?
98. Yeah, it was.
Oh, wow.
Remember, DMX had his first 2 albums drop in 98.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah. It's all good.
Perfect song for the trailer. I'm so here for this movie. This looks so damn good.
Were you a G1 fan?
So I grew up a Beast Wars fan.
Beast Wars fan.
I was not an original Transformers guy. I was all about the Beast Wars.
Mm-hmm. Now, did the original Beast Wars, did they connect with Transformers, or were they
No, they were on their own planet. There were no humans. It was just, and the reason they were animals were because the planet was putting off this energon field that hurt their robot form. So they had to transform into these animals to protect themselves. And that's why they were animals.
Optimus Primal.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Which makes no sense is why they're in this movie, because the reason they were animals, was because they had to be because of the planet.
So it makes no sense.
You can't be hiding as King Kong. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yes, you can.
I'm like, wait a minute. Why is there a giant gorilla?
You're trying to use logic. Don't use logic. Don't use
Why
logic.
is the cheetah the size of a brontosaurus?
Can we talk about Unicron, please?
Unicron looks dope.
Can we fucking talk about how they're finally
doing an Earth Eater, a Planet Eater right? Not a cloud of smoke.
Not a cloud. The whole damn planet, man. They're finally doing Unicron. That makes my heart warm so much. And Peter Dinklage sounds awesome.
Yeah.
As was it Shrapnel?
Yeah.
He sounds awesome as Shrapnel. Pete Davidson finally had his voice be heard as Mirage.
That sounds good.
Now this Mirage though different from the original because normally Mirage was like an asshole. He like kept to himself as far as the Transformers were concerned.
He did?
Yeah, he wasn't really for the fight for the humans. He wanted to go back home. He was like, "Yo, my name's Bennett. I ain't in it." So different kind of vibe, but I'm cool with Pete Davidson. He has that like laid back attitude. Exosuit.
Yeah, I'm not okay with that.
It's G1. It's Generation 1.
Is that what that is from?
It's from Generation 1 Transformers.
Oh God, I was hoping that was they're giving him a weapon. But are they giving him a suit?
So that's the exosuit. So yeah, in the original Transformers cartoon, the main kid, he got an exosuit so he could fight alongside with the Transformers, and that is what Pete Davidson looks like he's giving him, is the exosuit.
Oh, now that I bring that up, okay. I see what you're saying here.
It's fan servicey.
Yeah.
It's fan servicey.
Look, I'm all here for it. Hey, look, the Transformers, I love the first one. I think it's
guys, what you guys think about Transformers? We want to know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Transformers?
I love the first one. I retroactively love the second one. I thought it was the weakest originally. I think the third one is incredible. It should have been split into 2 movies.
The third Transformers?
Yeah.
You think the first one's the weakest and the third one's the best?
No. I thought the second one was the weakest. When the first 3 came out, I was like, the second one's the weakest.
Okay.
But I still love it. I think it's a lot of fun. And I thought the third one should have been split into 2.
Should have been 2.
When they killed the Transformers and everything and took over, should have ended right
when
there.
They killed Optimus?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we should have had the next movie should have been a war. But then Age of Extinction came out, and I went,
yeah, they got the same
right. Transformers 2 is a masterpiece compared to this.
Yeah, that
Transformers
was bad.
2 is
one
of the greatest things ever made. And then Last Night came out, and I was like, oh, God, this is one of the worst things ever. And then Bumblebee.
That was good.
And they saved it. They brought it back.
They brought it back with Bumblebee. And this one looks awesome.
Yeah. Because I would defend John Roca's love for Transformers all the time.
Yeah.
I go, yeah, look, John Roca's right. Transformers are great movies with the exception of those last 2. and he would get mad. He's like, no, those are good too. I'm like, no, they're not.
No, they're not. How they got Sir Anthony Hopkins to do this was mind-blowing.
Beyond me.
Yeah, it was mind-blowing. But I'm excited for this. It looks great. The color palette looks great. I love the fact you can see the action. You can see the action.
All right, well, let's jump into Warner Brothers, baby, because
they had one thing to show, and they showed it.
They had a lot. Okay, well, let's start with this, because we are in agreement that Peaches should win the Oscar.
It should.
Unfortunately, apparently, it already has someone to give it a run for its money.
Oh.
Because they brought out Oprah Winfrey.
Uh-oh.
And they showed some clips from The Color Purple.
Oh, shit.
And it's The Color Purple musical.
Jesus
And apparently they showed one song that is going to rock the world.
So you mean to tell me I have to choose between a slave song and Peaches?
Looks like it.
I'm choosing Peaches.
I am too, regardless of how good this song from Color Purple is.
Right.
I'm telling you right now,
I'm riding with Jack Black.
Peaches.
I'm riding with Jack Black.
Jack Black is not in A Color Purple. I'm sorry.
There you go. Not. He should be the main star. But listen,
look, I get it. Color Purple could win the Oscar any fucking time. All right.
Yeah.
Push that movie. Give Jack Black and Peaches this W. You want ratings? They get the W.
I've never been more locked in on a pick than I was when Sylvester Stallone should have won Oscar for Creed.
Facts.
And I am with Peaches right now. In fact, Jack Black deserves a best Oscar, best Academy Award for just best performance. Period.
Oh, that's a little far.
Best performance.
But I'm excited.
To the grave.
I'm excited about this. This is going to be a big movie.
The Color Purple musical?
Yes. Because with Oprah behind it, this thing is going to break some records. This is going to be big.
We're all going to wake up and just see the color purple underneath all of our doormats.
Probably.
Everyone gets a...
You get a color purple. You get a color purple. You get a
Everyone gets a color purple.
Yeah.
Let's get to the Flash.
Yeah, let's get to the main event. Warner Brothers.
Let's get to the Flash.
They showed a new trailer for the Meg, the main event here. Yeah. I'm so excited to see the Meg.
BC didn't watch the trailer, guys.
Yeah, the Meg. The Meg. You're excited for the Meg.
Yeah, right? Okay. So, Ezra Miller.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right. We'll move on from the Meg. They showed it to him. We got the footage. The Nun 2.
Bro, we got it.
The Nun 2. What do you think? Are you a fan of The Nun?
When I saw Ezra Miller come through the portal in
The Nun 2. All right, so they showed them the Flash at CinemaCon. I already texted Mark, and I told him I hated him with a passion.
Yes.
I was like, you are no longer one of my friends. We're not cool. Right. But I did tell him, I said, hey, Mark, I want to know one thing and one thing. Don't tell me anything else. All I want to know, thumbs up, thumbs down. And he sent me back, thumbs up. But also, the Batman shit is incredible.
I'm so excited.
And that is the extent of my knowledge on this. So it is your turn to tell us about what people are thinking about the Flash and the new trailer, because I did not watch it. Okay. And I don't want to know anything about it. This is going to be the longest 2 months.
Yeah.
Trying to avoid whatever.
So I can't describe anything in the trailer.
Huh?
I can't describe anything in the trailer.
No, you can you do everything. Look, it's me.
Look, I'm gonna say this.
That's what sucks about this job we do. Because I want to be a fan, and we're fans of this stuff. And I don't want to know certain things about the movie till I see it. Yeah. But sometimes we have to talk about it.
We have to talk about it.
And so the sacrifice I make in this situation is I don't want to see it. All right, I want to be able to see the imagery for the first time in theater. I might know something's going to happen, but I don't want to see it. So I don't watch the trailers as much. Right. But go ahead. You're excited to talk about this. Talk about the Flash.
I'm excited for this the same way you're excited for. This is fun. I'm excited for this the same way that you're excited for the Transformers movie. This is, to me, the movie that my most anticipated movie of the year is going to be the Flash movie.
It's getting there with me. Rewatching The Flash, it's getting there.
It's there for me. And this trailer just shoved it right over the edge because, ooh, baby, did they just say it's Batman's movie? Yeah. Which Batman? We don't know. You just get all the Batman. It's just Batman stuff.
That's why I keep hashtagging it on my story. I'm not hashtagging The Flash. I'm going Batman Flashpoint.
Batman Flashpoint. Michael Keaton looks so awesome in this. This trailer was so fucking sick. You texted me afterwards, like, how was it? And I just said, he said the line.
He said the line.
He said the line. And no, it's not the I'm Batman line. He says another iconic Michael Keaton Batman line. You want to get nuts?
Come on. Let's
get nuts. And he said that shit, and the whole trailer took a left fucking turn. Boom. Let's go. The shots in this look beautiful. Andy Muschietti, his directing style shined through with this trailer.
Yeah.
It looks like it looks perfect. I mean, I don't know how else to explain. This looks like I'm excited. Finally, I'm no longer cautiously pessimistic.
Now you're excited.
I'm fucking excited, and it's not just for that. I'm now an excited movie fan again. Because Transformers looks great. Guardians seems like it's actually going to be great.
You're right. This is a good. It's like cinema's coming back now.
Yeah, it's like maybe we sat through the major of the storm and it's starting to wind down.
You know what sucks is we're finally starting to get back in that mode, And the writer's strike's about to happen.
And the writer's strike's about to happen. That does suck too.
Shit.
But that writer's strike will not affect my next upcoming movies.
True.
Which look great.
True.
Now the reviews. Now they showed the movie at CinemaCon, and you were saying
I can't believe
they showed the movie, and I have. It's hard to find besides Jeff Snyder. So now let's talk about it. Jeff Snyder, he saw it. Fantastic talked about Jeff Snyder.
So what did Jeff say?
He said the first half is good, and the second half is the worst, right? But if you know Jeff Snyder doesn't like a lot of comic book movies. He doesn't. That's never been his forte.
Me and Snyder's opinion have never been kind of on the same page. He's not one of the ones that I like to go. I like to go for him for news.
Right.
I think he is, and he's also a good friend. He's a great guy. I love Jeff Snyder.
Yeah.
Jeff Snyder is one of the funnest people on the planet. I don't think that's a word, but I don't care.
He's an angry fan.
Yeah. He's not someone that when it comes to movie reviews, I go to because we don't agree on some movies.
Yeah.
But he's fantastic at his job, and he's just a great person all around.
Mm-hmm. So he didn't like it, but that was the only negative review I saw. Mm-hmm. Every other review was mind-blowing. Great. Ezra Miller is so good. Michael Keaton is back like cook crack. You know what I'm saying? Everything is solid.
Yeah.
The visual effects were locked in over the weekend. We're getting a movie. It's finally happening, and it's awesome. It's awesome to hear. It's been so long.
I cannot wait for this. It's such a clusterfuck of a ride to get to this.
This movie was announced the day that The Flash aired its first episode.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that was 9 years ago when they announced this movie was happening.
Wow.
And Flash, the TV show, would have had 9 seasons, wrapped up its series finale, and then the movie's going to come out.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, super excited.
So there's a lot of rumors.
A lot of rumors.
That Gustin's showing up in this.
I heard the opposite.
You heard the opposite?
I heard Gustin's not in it.
Okay.
I heard he's not in it. Now,
I heard there's cameos galore, though.
Cameos galore. They did not show any post-credit scenes.
What do you think the cameos are?
Oh, when he goes through the Speed Force.
So who do you think he sees, though? Like, what if you had to place a bet?
Okay, Christian Bale's Batman.
You think Bale's there?
Yeah. Yeah, Christian Bale's Batman for one. I think you're going to probably see a Christopher Reeve Superman.
Okay.
Christopher Reeve Superman, I think you'll see. You might see... I don't think you'll see Arrowverse, but you might see Smallville.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to think because
I find it weird. I'll find it weird if Grant Gustin is definitely not in it.
That would be the one, dude. If there's one to put in there,
Ezra was in the TV show.
To me, that's the one cameo that should be a lock.
The most sense. Yes.
That would make the most sense, and that would be the one that I think if it doesn't happen, they'll get the biggest backlash for. You know what I mean? Like, leaving out Grant Gustin. I think if they were to leave out Christian Bale's Batman, no one would care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But leaving out Grant Gustin's Flash. But for some odd reason, I feel like the very first one or one of the last ones you'll see is going to be Christian Bale's Batman.
I assume... I also keep thinking of... it was such a bad movie. But because it's The Flash... I feel like you should see Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern.
Maybe.
I don't know why, just because I always connect The Flash and Hal Jordan together.
Brave and the Bold.
Like, they always just feel like running buddies to me.
Well, they have a team, Brave and the Bold. Yeah. That's their whole thing. I think a Green Lantern cameo would be warranted because it kind of is in its own pocket universe.
Yeah.
Right? I think that would be warranted for sure. Do you see a Keaton Batman? I don't know, because you got Keaton in the movie.
Oh, right? Yeah, so you don't need that.
Keaton in the movie. I don't know if you see Henry
Jonah
Cavill.
Hex. Like, do you see a Jonah
Maybe you see a Jonah Hex. Do you see Henry Cavill Superman in this? When he's going through the Speed Force real quick. But I don't know, but the one I definitely think we're getting is Christian Bale's Batman.
Okay.
I think that's the one.
So what you're saying is I need to put the Christian Bale movies into my rewatch. Gotcha.
You was going to do that anyway. You just needed a reason.
Actually, no, I was taking them out. I was not.
Wally West would be a good cameo for Fredtastic. Also, final predictions
I don't see Kenyon Linsdale showing up.
I don't see Kenyon Linsdale. If they're not putting in Grant Gustin, if
Grant's not in, I don't see anyone from the Arrowverse being in.
The only other one would be Stephen Amell.
And I don't see that because
and even with that, even though he is the Arrowverse, Grant Gustin's Flash would make more sense.
Yeah.
Right. Because technically, Arrow's Spectre now. So,
Yeah.
Final predictions for Guardians 3. Who is dying? Peter, Gamora, or Nebula?
All of them. Kill them all.
Out of those three, Peter or Nebula. You're not going to kill Gamora.
We already killed Gamora.
We already killed Gamora.
You're not going to kill Peter. You're not going to kill Peter. He's going to get his ride off into the sunset moment.
Maybe Nebula?
So Nebula is the one I thought the most, because they are hammering that Rocket's going to die. They're just like, Rocket's dying! Rocket's dying!
Yeah. It's going to be it's going to be a swerve.
Which makes you go, he's not done. So the one that I go, well, the only emotional one that I think we could kill, the only real emotional death would be Nebula.
That would make the most sense. And Nebula has grown.
You could kill Mantis because of the holiday special. I think you'd have an emotional response, but I think the biggest emotional response, other than Rocket, would be Nebula.
I still think Drax.
Because if Drax dies, he gets to go be with his family finally.
Right.
We've already killed Gamora, so that emotion's gone. We've killed Groot, so that emotion's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cosmo,
Peter Quill. There's just,
I don't know.
You could kill Quill, but
and here's the thing too: who's to say anyone really has to die?
True. Look at what did we do with Ant-Man, Quantumania?
Who was Paul Rudd is done.
I was 100% sure. I was 100% sure we were killing Wasp. I'm like, she's not making it out of this movie. She is dead.
I have a better question for you. Not who's going to die in this. Who do you think in this comes back for Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars? To me, that's a better question. Which of these Guardians characters do you think Star-Lord comes back?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Star-Lord and possibly Groot and Rocket.
Yeah.
Like going forward, I figured the only ones we would ever see again are regularly Groot and Rocket, because you don't have to have them on set ever.
Right.
And Peter Quill, just because Chris Pratt would definitely go do it anytime they want him to. But you can I feel like Gamora, Zoe Saldana is going to go off to other things. Drax has said he's done.
I always
we can still see Mantis. I think we see Mantis again, maybe.
I always thought the Gamora character would join up with one of the other Ravager factions.
Yeah.
I always thought she would go ride with not Michael Clark Duncan.
Sylvester
Stallone, and then the other black dude. Say what again?
Samuel Jackson?
Not the guy he was talking about. Marcellus Wallace.
Oh yeah, okay.
Remember one of those groups.
I forgot he was leading a Ravager group. You're right.
Yeah, so it's Michelle Yeoh, but we forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think that she goes and joins one of those groups.
Could be. I can see that.
But that's why I like I said, I'm starting to think that no one's gonna die in this. But the one would be Drax. That would be my one.
I feel Drax is, there's not an emotional connection if we kill Drax, but
it's true. Fredtastic also says that he wants a Jim Carrey Riddler cameo in The Flash. You might get a George Clooney or a Val Kilmer.
I doubt George Clooney. And I doubt Val Kilmer. Unless it's archive footage, obviously.
Well, that's what I mean. And that's what I mean, too, when I say Christian Bale's Batman. I don't think he's actually showing up for this.
I think it's archive.
It's archive footage. Like, when Batman was at the blown up building and he looks up.
Yeah.
That thing. I think it's going to be footage from those movies into this. Maybe they throw in some animation. I don't know if they want to go that route. You know,
I doubt it.
But anyway, mild mannered comic nerd. Sorry I missed this, buddy. Hey y'all, I'll wait for cable even though I didn't see the Smurfs. Oh, this is when we talk about the Smurfs, and then Fantastic said he's not looking for the Smurfs either. I just want to make sure I got everybody from the chat. Did I miss anything? No, that's everybody from the chat.
All right. Hey, thanks everybody for checking it out, man. We appreciate y'all riding.
Yeah, for sure. Guys, remember to hit that like button. Yeah, man. That's everything, dude. So
I gotta say, so we have Lando's doing a lot more editing now, and he put together last week's rewind recast, and I think he did a fantastic job.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate that.
You got some good clips and the Birdman, and then the Red Hood. I was rolling, bro. That had me laughing.
Make sure you guys go check that out. I'm working on your Star Trek one now. Okay. I'm trying to have it out by tomorrow, but if not, it'll be dropping on Tuesday.
Cool.
But yeah, guys, make sure you guys check out the channel. We got a lot of good stuff coming. We're making a lot of arrangements now. But stay tuned. I know I keep on saying stay tuned, but I'm currently moving things around as we speak. But lots of game stuff coming up. Lots of more movie reviews. Lots of movie reactions.
Speaking of tonight, I think I'm gonna try and watch the new Peter Pan and Wendy with my niece.
Okay, if you got that, just drop it.
So I might drop a quick reaction right after I finish.
Oh yeah, let's do it. So we'll make it work, guys. That's our show. Thank you so much for joining us on this this edition of the Lando Project. Remember, hit that like button, subscribe, and share all that good fancy stuff. Make sure you guys follow BC over at the Grind Calls
on all social medias.
On all social medias. And check out the Lando Project at all the fancy stuff. You know,